Hi, and now they're telling of two stories. Life is the greatest adventure ever, and every life starts with a newborn coming into this world. And the narrator shows us his family album and tells us about his life and his family. And he shows the first photo, and the narrator was born, and he said that he was 10 months old when he started to crawl, and of course it was very hard to learn to walk. Um, he was a very anxious kid, and it was hard to make friends at kindergarten. And his teacher always grounded him, and he misbehaved a lot. Both his parents were raised on a farm, and they didn't know much about parenting, but they loved him a lot, of course. Then he showed another photo, and said that his life changed a lot. His uncle and aunt died in a tragic car accident, and Mark, and his parents adopted Mark, and Mark was a cousin of our narrator, and so the narrator became another brother, and he spent his teenage years taking care of his little brother Mark, and he had to take him to daycare, and then later pick him up, and it wasn't easy, but it was always fun for his brother to hang out with narrator's friends. When the narrator graduated from the college, he moved to LA, and he wanted to find a better job, but he didn't have enough money, and he couldn't rent an apartment, so he found a room in a dorm for students. And that time he met Jess. They fell in love with each other at first sight, and a few months later they got engaged. And when the narrator was 25 years old, he realized that he wanted to start a family because he had a good job, and he had a beautiful woman. They wanted to get married. They wanted to get married in his town, but Jess got pregnant, and the narrator didn't have a break at work, so they got married in LA, and they wanted to raise kids in a nice warm place, so they decided to settle down in LA, and they were able to buy their own house. And next, part two. It was really hard news to hear that his parents wanted to get divorced. And it turns out his father had a drinking problem, and his mom couldn't put up with him anymore, and she kicked him out of the house. And that time his brother returned from the army, and of course it was hard to know for him. It was hard for him to know that his parents got separated. But later his father wanted to get a normal life, and mom and dad were married in LA, and they bought a house not far from the narrator's house, and they had to look after their kids. But now their kids grew up, and they have their own lives, and the narrator thinks that his wife and he can expect to become grandparents sometime soon. Then he said that 5 summers ago his mom got seriously sick, and it was doctor said that his mom had only 1 year to live, and it was really hard, difficult time, and it was a nightmare to live. And his mom passed away a couple of years ago, and they decided to take his father to live together because the narrator doesn't understand how um, when people put the elderly parents in a nursing home. Um, of course, everybody feel, feels alone when they get older, and they are put into nursing house home. Uh, so they sold the parents' home and bought a new one for their daughter Sophie. By the way, they are going to celebrate Pop's birthday, and it was a great surprise for him. And the narrator's brother Mark is going to fly out of Paris. He lives in Paris. Um, uh, Mark will be with family this weekend. Mm, some people say that you need to look back on your life and understand what kind of person you are. And as the narrator is getting old, he can truly say that his life was full of twists and turns, and now he is happy father and husband, and he thinks that some of his dreams came true. And he said that you should be happy now, since now is the only moment we got, and we must allow ourselves to be happy. That's all.